Hi everyone, this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. Hope you guys are keeping well. This is my Huawei P20 Pro. This is Midnight Blue. This is my first impressions. We're going to take a quick dive in the box. I'm going to show you some close-up stuff of how I've personalised this and some of my findings. So let's go quickly check the phone out in a bit more detail. Back in 1 second. Okay, so this is the actual box of the Huawei P20 Pro, and I'll just take a very quick look inside. I have actually already quickly opened this, taken the protective covers off the phone itself. You know, it's too exciting not to actually use it. In this you have the SIM ejector tool. There was in here also the protective case, which I'll show you, and some quick start guides for whoever reads those. Very unexciting, but there was this protective case that you see here, which is quite nice to have, so you don't actually scratch your phone just after you take it out of the box. There is no headphone jack, so you've got the adapter, works very well. The Huawei Supercharge brick. You also have the USB cable here, and in here you have the Type C. You can see that Type C headphones, so quite handy. On the phone itself, you can see it's got a lot of, looks like it's got a lot of fingerprints. It does. The reason for that is it does have its own screen protector pre-fitted. I might take that off. I've never used screen protectors on these newer phones, don't really need it. On the back you can see it does show fingerprints really well, but you've got the triple camera set up, so you've got your 8 megapixel telephoto, 40 megapixel RGB, 20 megapixel monochrome, and on the front there's the 24 megapixel front camera. Now I just want to, it has this face unlock which you've just seen. So as you pick the phone up, you don't have to press the power button. It's got like a raise to wake, and then the face unlock works. It works in the dark. It is absolutely super fast. One thing that you will notice that this phone is completely set up properly. This isn't some partial review phone with no apps really set up, just to do a quick review and no one's actually used it. This has been used properly so far, and I've actually got, if I show you, I've actually got here all songs, and you can see that. Let's go back a second. I've got 961 songs on here. What you'll notice is I'm using the home button and I haven't got any on-screen buttons, so I can do this. I can slide to bring up recents. I can press and hold like so to go back to the home screen, and it all works very well, but I'll show you some of those options later. What I have noticed on my first full day of using this on a battery is I'm getting an extra 2 hours extra screen on time over my Samsung S9 Plus. 2 hours extra screen on time. That is insane. Plus there's a lot more battery left at the end of the day. Also the notch aspect doesn't even bother me at all. You can hide it if you want, but why would you? It looks quite nice and makes the most of every bit of screen you've got on the phone. This is the default launcher. The camera works really well. I'll show you that in a second. I'm just going to show you, these are all the apps that I've installed. I've still got to add all my games. That's another day to do that. So I've got quite a few games, and I've also got my game controller. But you can see here I've logged in, connected everything up. All these different services are all running. We might get notifications through. We've got some already on the top there as we're doing this because it's live. There's these are some of the default stuff. So you've got the theme store, which is quite handy. The torch. Phone clone is fantastic for cloning another phone, and I use that to copy my text messages across, which was really useful. Sound recorder, it's got a little backup option here as well. I've added speed test. Now if you've got iTunes and you want to sync your music from your Mac to here, this app makes it absolutely a dream. Does it wirelessly, or you can use it via cable, but wirelessly it's fine. You select the playlist and it comes across. And Smart Tools is my own app. I've also added here app gallery, something new. I've not really explored that yet, but I'll come back to you on that. And you can see I've added in a few bits and pieces already. Pocket Cast, got to have that. You can see that's the widget for Pocket Cast. It does have its own weather app. Let's just show you that. That's what that looks like. So that's all very well and good. And I've added in a few other bits and pieces of apps of mine here that you can see. And if we whiz across here, these are all my devices. So it has an IR blaster, infrared blaster for controlling TVs. I need to set that up on my different TVs. That's for my DJI gear. Bose Connect headphones, Sony Connect headphones, Philips Hue lights, security, and you can see all the other weather station and camera connects. Everything works really, really well. I've had no issues at all. I have seen on some one video may have been a pre-release firmware, someone showing had trouble with Google Maps. I've not had that at all. Not at all. It works fine. Again, some productivity stuff in there as well. The Huawei does have its own Files app, which was quite useful for copying some photos across. I've got about 5,500 photos, which I took across from a memory card straight onto here. That worked really well. Put the calculator on. It's got its own video app, so you can have all your videos into one section. This app, Send Anywhere, is great for sending any files to any device, cross-platform. Anything works really fast, and it's the fastest speeds I've ever seen using this app on this particular phone. And I've used iPhone 10s, iPads, Galaxy S9s, LG V30. This app works the fastest I've ever seen. In here I've got my other all apps in there. I'm using the Huawei Health. It can track on the phone your steps, which is quite handy. And all in all, it looks really, really nice. Now I just want to show you obviously some here, so you can see that's how the notifications show up on here. But you do have a couple of things that are quite nifty. So if you look at Bluetooth, I just want to show you here under Bluetooth, I've got various different Bluetooth headphones connected. So I've got the Bose Soundport wireless, wire-free. The AirPods work really well on this. The Sony WH-1000X MX2s with LDAC, so you get LDAC support on that. And you've also got the Optima New Force B38. Now, when these connect, it actually puts the symbol next to it. So this will have a little symbol that comes out, aptX, so it shows you it's running an aptX. These sound really, really good, the Optimas. Obviously, the Sony are the ultimate best, but I still think Optimas are pretty good. And I'll talk more about Bluetooth, the actual physical audio, in a separate review. But to say briefly, it's very high quality because it does have the full LDAC support on the Bluetooth, so you get a very high quality codecs in use there. On the battery, what you can do here, you can darken interface colors, which is why this is all black, and that improves the battery. Probably adds, if I take it back to white just to show you the difference, and there we go, back to the white, and if we go back to black, and really, you know, this should be on every phone. It's really nice, much better in black as well. And you've got various things that you can do also on the battery to help optimize it. But needs to say, this battery is phenomenal. It's getting an extra 2 hours screen on time over my S9 Plus, which I just find staggering. On the brightness, there's lots of different things you can do. You can take the notch on and off as well. Personally, just do not see the point at all. There's various things for colour and eye comfort, and it's got something here called natural tone, which is like the iPhone's True Tone. So it says it automatically adjusts colour temperature based on ambient lighting for a consistent paper-like viewing experience, and it really does work. I absolutely love that. And I've also got the blue sort of that filter that comes on at night automatically. You can adjust the screen resolution to save battery down to 720p. You don't need to do that, obviously. Storage, you can see, because I've put quite a lot of music on here, quite a lot of photos. I've still got 80 gig free, so plenty of storage left there at the moment. Some of the other little nifty tricks is under the system navigation, and here you can decide how you want to actually navigate. I'm actually using this particular option where I use the home button for everything, and here it shows you can press return, return, tap once, go back, tap and hold goes to the home screen, and it shows you how to do the recent and also how to get the Google app working. All really straightforward. I don't know why other people don't do it, but you can have an on-screen navigation button with this little dash there. You can have the traditional settings as well. Or you could have the navigation dock, which is where you have your floating dock, which can do all the home screen action. So you could have it by your thumb if you're left or right handed. Again, lots of different options, and everything works really, really well. So that is just a quick look at some of the few bits and pieces. I'm now going to literally show you something to do in the camera. So if we go to the camera here, and I'm just going to show you, so here you notice it says close up. We were going to try and shoot something close up, so let's just let's grab something. Let's just grab. So there you go, look at that close up. It knows it's in close up mode, and you can tap just to take it off if you don't want, but that's the AI working, and that's a really nice picture. And again, you noticed it's done 2 times the zoom there automatically as well, so it's used the optical zoom to get in close. That is really clever. So all we have to do then is take the picture, and we have a look at that. There it is. That is sweet as whatever, really nice. And then I just tap once because I've got my home button set up like so. But looking quickly at the settings, so when you're in photo mode, whichever mode you're in, these settings change. So do not use the 40 megapixel mode. That's really just there, I think, as a show off piece, so it can shoot its maximum resolution of 40. You only need that in pro mode when you shoot in RAW, and even then the file sizes at 10 megapixels in RAW are huge. Once you've edited them in Lightroom, they're still 30 megapixels in size. I know because I've tried it. You can, and it says here in pro mode, you can do the RAW footage. Watermarks, you can have watermarks. You can turn off the master AI if you're not happy with how it's doing. You've got various grid options here, so you can see the different options to grid. It's a real, sort of pro camera. Mirror reflection works on when you've got the front camera option there available. 4D predictive focus, so it actually works out where it thinks the movement's going to go, and so you've always got sharp focus. And I've been trying this with my dogs, and it actually works. So don't need burst mode or anything. You just tap, 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 and it's following and doing a really great job there. So on this particular thing, you can have moving picture enabled. You also have different, let me just take that off a second. So on here you can have standard, vivid or smooth colors as well if you just want something a bit different. Obviously you've got controls on the flash as well. And you've noticed the zoom. So it goes to 3 to 5, which is lossless. 1's normal, 3's optical, 5's lossless. In my early testing on that, it is absolutely phenomenal, the best I've ever seen. And 3 times zoom is certainly better than 2 times zoom. I prefer the 3 times optical because it's so crisp. You can do portraits, and you've got beauty modes. You can do 3D option as well. Wide aperture to control the blur and the depth of field. Again, this camera app, as you can see, you can slide or tap, is really, really easy. Now when you go into video, you'll now see the video size. It's not stabilized at 4K, unfortunately. It's only stabilized on the 1080p video at 30 frames per second, which is a real shame. But that is it. Maybe an update can do that. Again, it's got predictive focus. You've got the ultra snapshot as well. You can double press the volume down, and that can actually take the shot as well as just opening the camera. I just don't like it taking the whole thing. You've got pro mode, and you've got loads of controls here. Your options on ISO at the moment take this up to 3200, but in auto it can go up to 102,000. Quite impressive. Different focus points, different ways of focusing, manual focus. In here you've got slow-mo, night shots, panorama, monochrome light painting, HDR, time-lapse, filter, watermark, document scan. You've pretty got much all the ones you're ever going to need. In monochrome, say tap monochrome, you've then got different options in monochrome as well, so it's very, very extensive. Let's just go back, but this is, it's really easy to flick between the modes, much easier than before. When you do night shot, it automatically, that's handheld night shot. and then you've got you can control the shutter speed and the ISO yourself to go into the sort of pro mode settings. The front camera is just as good as well, and you can shoot 1080p video on the front camera. But let's have a look at some of the photos that have been done. I just wanted to show you this. This is done at pitch black at night, totally pitch black. Hardly see a thing. There's no lights in the church graveyards. This was handheld. This is a 5-second exposure. The ISO is 3200, and it's very impressive. This is in auto mode, so even in auto, it's still staggering amount of detail. But just put the night mode on, hold it by hand, and that was it did that for 5 seconds. Most of the handheld shots stay at 4 seconds until it gets really, really dark, and then it will allow an extra second. But overall, very, very impressive. Anyway, I'm just going to carry on. I'm going to talk a bit more about what I think of this phone. Okay, so you've seen the, as I've run through everything, to give you a quick idea. So far, I am very, very impressed with this phone. Yeah, it looks nice, handles well, fits in the pocket. As you can see, it doesn't stick out as much, and you know, it's all in all a good phone. And keep tuned, there's going to be a lot more coverage on this. Anyway, this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. Don't forget to check some of the links to gavinsgadgets.com. There's lots more in-depth articles on this phone. Okay, bye for now. Keep well, guys.